Have you ever found yourself suddenly awake between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., looking at the clock in wonder and perhaps a bit of annoyance? It's a common experience, and yet it carries with it an air of mystery and numerous questions about why this happens so regularly to many of us. Today, we will delve deep into understanding this phenomenon, examining it through the lenses of science, psychology, and cultural history to offer some clarity and insight into these early morning awakenings. Let's start by stepping back into history to explore the cultural significance of waking up during this enigmatic time. Throughout centuries, many cultures have imbued the time between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. with mystical, spiritual, and sometimes ominous meanings. Known colloquially as the witching hour, this period was often associated with supernatural events. The thin veil between the spiritual and the material world was believed to be at its most permeable during these hours, allowing spirits and otherworldly entities more influence in our realm. This historical context sets a foundation of intrigue and mystery that continues to color contemporary perceptions of these early morning awakenings. But beyond the shrouds of folklore and ghostly tales, there is a fascinating contrast to be found in the rational explanations provided by modern science. Today, our understanding of human sleep cycles offers a more grounded explanation for why we might find ourselves awake at this time. The human body operates on a circadian rhythm, a natural internal process that regulates the sleep-wake cycle and repeats roughly every 24 hours. During a typical night's sleep, this rhythm cycles through several stages, including deep sleep and REM sleep, the stage most associated with vivid dreams. Biological factors play a significant role in these sleep cycles. Elements such as stress, diet, and general lifestyle can disrupt our normal sleep patterns, leading to unexpected awakenings. Hormonal imbalances or environmental factors like noise, light, or temperature can also prompt us to wake. Additionally, our body's internal clock can cause us to be more alert around these times, especially if we have irregular sleep schedules that condition us to wake up during these hours. Understanding the scientific perspective does not diminish the cultural richness, but rather enhances our appreciation of how these early morning awakenings have been perceived through ages and across cultures. The interplay between the scientific explanations and cultural interpretations provides a comprehensive framework for exploring what it means when we wake up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. By weaving together the threads of science and story, we can appreciate this common human experience from a broader perspective. Let's delve into the psychological aspects of waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. Understanding the workings of the mind during these early hours can provide further insight into why this time is so significant for many. During the late stages of our sleep cycles, particularly around the pre-dawn hours, we often enter a phase of sleep known for vivid dreaming, REM sleep. This stage is where the brain is almost as active as when it is awake, which explains why we might wake up remembering a dream vividly. Dream analysis has long been a part of psychological studies, with early morning dreams believed to be among the most powerful and memorable. Psychologists suggest that dreams occurring during this time can often be reflections of our subconscious, dealing with unresolved issues or hidden anxieties. Waking up during such intense dream phases might also allow us to remember these dreams more clearly, providing valuable insights into our inner thoughts and feelings. Additionally, the psychological state of waking up at this hour can profoundly affect one's mood and outlook for the upcoming day. The quiet and solitude that often accompany these early hours can lead to introspection and contemplation. For some, This time becomes a period of significant creativity and clarity, where thoughts can be organized more efficiently, free from the distractions of the full waking day. Moving into the spiritual interpretations associated with the 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. time frame, we find an overlap between the psychological and the spiritual. Many spiritual traditions view these early hours as a time of heightened connection and reflection. In some cultures, waking up during this period is considered a sign that the universe is conveying a message, or that one is being called to engage in prayer, meditation, or contemplation of life's larger questions. In various spiritual doctrines, the very act of waking up at this time is seen as a moment of opportunity for spiritual growth and enlightenment. It is often advised that instead of fretting over waking up, one should consider it a perfect time to meditate or pray, embracing the quiet to foster a deeper connection with the divine or one's higher self. This practice can turn a seemingly mundane or even frustrating experience into a moment of peace and personal development. As we reflect on both the psychological and spiritual interpretations of waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., it becomes evident that this phenomenon transcends mere coincidence or disruption in sleep patterns. It embodies a unique intersection where the mind, body, and perhaps even the spiritual aspects of one's being converge. This convergence invites us to explore not only the scientific explanations, but also to consider deeper, more introspective responses to these early morning awakenings. Exploring the personal narratives and experiences of individuals who frequently wake up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. offers a more intimate perspective on this phenomenon. Through anonymous anecdotes and first-hand accounts, we can glean insights into the diverse reasons behind these awakenings and the impacts they have on daily life. Many individuals report a sense of isolation and discomfort upon waking during the witching hour, often accompanied by a profound sense of stillness that pervades their environment. However, these moments also provide an opportunity for reflection and calm that is hard to find during the hustle and bustle of daylight hours. Common themes in these stories include moments of inspiration, the resolution of troubling thoughts, or the emergence of creative ideas that seem elusive during the day. This suggests that the mind's heightened state of awareness during these early hours can foster a unique space for problem-solving and creativity. Moreover, several individuals have shared how they've utilized this time for self-improvement and mindfulness practices. By redirecting the frustration of unexpected awakenings towards productive activities like reading, writing, or meditating, they've turned a potentially disruptive sleep pattern into a valuable part of their personal and spiritual growth. Transitioning to the topic of health implications, it is crucial to recognize that regularly waking up during the early morning hours can also be a symptom of underlying health issues. Sleep disorders such as insomnia, sleep apnea, or even anxiety can manifest as frequent interruptions in sleep. It is essential to not only explore the mystical and psychological aspects of waking between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., but also understand the potential health ramifications. Medical professionals often advise that if waking during this time results in significant daytime fatigue or distress, it may be worth investigating further to rule out sleep disorders. Good sleep hygiene practices, such as maintaining a regular sleep schedule, creating a comfortable sleep environment, and limiting exposure to screens before bedtime, are recommended to promote uninterrupted and restful sleep. Additionally, if these awakenings are accompanied by persistent stress or anxiety, it might be beneficial to consult with a healthcare provider or a mental health professional. By considering both the enriching personal stories and the critical health aspects related to waking up during the witching hour, we gain a comprehensive view of its significance. This multifaceted exploration not only acknowledges the cultural and mystical allure of waking up at this time, but also underscores the importance of health and well-being in understanding our sleep patterns. As we explore the ways in which individuals can cope with and potentially benefit from waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., it is important to recognize that these early awakenings can be transformed into opportunities for personal development and well-being. Relaxation techniques play a pivotal role in returning to sleep and maximizing the restorative power of our sleep cycles. Techniques such as deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, and visualization can help calm the mind and body, making it easier to drift back to sleep. For those who find themselves wide awake, gentle activities like reading under soft lighting or listening to calming music or ambient sounds can also facilitate a return to sleep. In addition to relaxation techniques, maintaining a consistent sleep schedule is crucial. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, can help stabilize your body's internal clock and improve the quality of your sleep. Creating a bedtime routine that signals to your body that it's time to wind down is also beneficial. This might include activities like a warm bath, dimming the lights, or meditating. For those who choose to embrace these waking hours, engaging in meditation or contemplative practices can be incredibly fruitful. The quiet of the early morning hours offers a unique setting for meditation, which can enhance mindfulness and promote a peaceful start to the day. Journaling during this time can also be an effective way to harness any creative thoughts or ideas that surface, providing a record that can be revisited and developed further during more wakeful hours. Professional help is another avenue for those who experience frequent disruptions in their sleep. Consulting with a healthcare provider can help determine if there is a medical or psychological root cause that needs addressing. Treatments may include cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, CBTI, which has proven effective for many people in managing sleep patterns, or other specific interventions tailored to individual conditions such as sleep apnea or anxiety. Moving into the broader cultural impact of waking up at this time, we see that the witching hour continues to be a source of fascination in modern media and culture. Films, books, and television series often portray the witching hour as a time of supernatural occurrences or heightened emotional experiences, tapping into the long-standing myths and legends that surround these hours. The ongoing appeal of these stories shows that the witching hour still holds a significant place in contemporary culture, resonating with universal themes of mystery and the unknown. This cultural portrayal can influence our perceptions and feelings about waking up at this time, sometimes intensifying the mystical or eerie quality of our own experiences. By understanding both the practical coping mechanisms for dealing with early morning awakenings and the cultural narratives that shape our perceptions of these hours, we can appreciate the complexity of the experience. Whether one views these awakenings as a disturbance, a source of inspiration, or a spiritual calling, they undeniably provide a rich terrain for exploration and understanding. Our exploration of waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., we will synthesize the insights gained from scientific, psychological, and cultural perspectives, and reflect on how this phenomenon impacts our lives in various significant ways. Firstly, the scientific aspect sheds light on the circadian rhythms and sleep cycles that dictate our sleep patterns. Understanding these biological mechanisms helps demystify why we might wake up during these early hours and emphasizes the importance of maintaining a healthy sleep schedule to support our body's natural rhythms. By adopting good sleep hygiene practices, we can minimize disruptions and optimize the quality of our sleep, enhancing overall health and well-being. Psychologically, waking up during the witching hour can be a window into our subconscious, offering opportunities for deep self-reflection and creativity. For those who experience these awakenings, embracing the quiet and solitude can lead to significant personal insights and creative bursts that might not occur during the busier daylight hours. This time can be particularly valuable for those engaged in creative pursuits, providing a peaceful environment free from distractions where thoughts and ideas can flow more freely. Culturally, the enduring fascination with the witching hour speaks to a collective intrigue with the mysteries of the night. This time is often portrayed in arts and media as a period when the veil between the natural and supernatural is thinnest, a concept that has permeated folklore and popular culture alike. This portrayal not only enriches our cultural landscape, but also influences how we perceive and experience these early morning hours, adding a layer of mystique and potential for supernatural encounters in our imagination. To truly appreciate the complexity of this phenomenon, it's essential to consider the intertwining of these aspects. The scientific explanations provide a grounding in reality. The psychological insights offer a bridge to our inner selves, and the cultural interpretations enrich our narrative understanding of the world around us. Together, they form a comprehensive view that explains not only the how and why of waking up at this time, but also its significance in our lives. Reflecting on everything we have explored, it becomes clear that whether one views waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. as a disturbance, a spiritual message, or a creative opportunity, it is a universally resonant experience that can be viewed through multiple lenses. Each perspective provides unique insights and practical advice on how to manage or embrace these awakenings, making them less of an anomaly and more a part of the human experience. The witching hour remains a captivating subject that challenges our understanding of sleep, awakens our curiosity about the mystical, and inspires us to find meaning and beauty in the quiet moments of the early morning. As we continue to navigate our nights and days, perhaps we will find new ways to interpret these awakenings, integrating them into our lives as moments of peace, creativity, and connection.